Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Facility management practice are critical to the success of organization. However, effective implementation of strategic management principle is essential for sustainability and optimal facility management practice. Strategic management is the process of identifying, evaluating, and implementing the organization's objective goals. It requires the action and proper resources to meet the goals and objectives. The strategic management involved in the setting the objective, decision-making, and implementation of work in organization to ensure that they roll out the sustainable management plan. Facility management plays an important role in supporting the strategic management plan. There are several aspects that facilities management helps in overall strategic plan, such as resources, cost management, risk mitigation, workplace productivity, and business continuity management. These aspects provide a significant impact and potential benefit towards the organization. Facilities management is very important to ensure a positive impact on the organization's success. Role of facility manager is not only keeping the building in good operational standard, but also plays as important role of the sustainable performance and optimal facilities management. It requires proper plan to adopt the strategy management principle to monitor, implement, and maintain the facilities. There are five objectives from this study for further analysis. The focus of this study are number one, to explore the role of strategic management in organization. Two, to identify the challenges and opportunities associated with implementing strategic management principle in facilities management. Number three, to analyze the successful implementation of strategic management in organization. Number four, to identify the best practice and practical strategies for implementation plan. And the last one, to determine the potential benefits of implementing the strategic management.
Strategic management in facilities management is a concept that has been defined in various ways by different authors and organizations. According to Smart Ways to 2001, it is the process of integrating people, place, process, and technology to deliver value-added services that support the core business of an organization. Space IQ defines that it as the way in which strategists determine objectives and make strategic decisions for the planning and maintenance of the physical assets and spaces. For Deloitte UK, views it as the recognition of the roles of facility management in the organization's strategic operations and the alignment of real estate facility services with business imperative, operational capabilities, and organizational performance. For Acacia 2001, it described as the development and implementation of strategic plan for the optimal use of physical assets and spaces to support the business objectives and activities of an organization. By tabulating these definitions, we can gain value insight into the multifaceted nature of the strategic management in this context. Our first definition comes from Smart Way 2, who emphasizes the importance of integrating people, place, process, and technology. This highlights the need of harmoniously bring together these crucial elements within the facility management. Moving to Space IQ, they contribute to key aspects to our understanding. Firstly, they stress the significance of determining objective and making strategic decisions. This underlines the strategic planning process involved in facilities management. Secondly, Space IQ emphasizes the planning and maintenance of physical assets and spaces, highlighting the tangible aspect of strategic management in this domain. Acacia provides further insight by echoing the importance of planning and maintaining physical assets and spaces. Additionally, they emphasizes the criticality of developing and implementing a strategic plan for the optimal use of these assets. This aligns with the long-term vision and efficient goal of the facility management. Deloitte UK takes a broader perspective by recognizing the strategic role of the facilities management in the organization operations. They highlight the alignment of the real estate facility services with business imperatives, operational capabilities, and organization performance. This emphasizes the interconnectedness of the facility management with overall business strategies. These definitions show that there is no single agreed upon definition of strategic management in facilities management, but rather a range of perspectives that reflect the diversity and complexity of the field. Some definitions focus more on the goals and outcome of the strategic management, while others focus more on the processes and activities of the strategic management. Some definition also emphasizes different aspects of the facility management, such as real estate technology, workplace culture, or environmental sustainability. The lack of consensus on the definition may be due to the evolving nature of the facility management as a discipline and a business sector, as well as the different contexts and challenges faced by the facilities management across different industry and regions. The role of strategic management in facility management is in organization is multifaceted, encompassing several key aspects highlighted in the definitions. These commonalities shed light on the critical function and contributions of strategic management in achieving organization goals and maintaining competitiveness. Some of the roles of strategic management in facility management are delivering value-added services that support the core business of an organization. For example, a strategic facilities management plan could include improving cash flow by reducing energy consumption, enhancing customer satisfaction by providing comfortable and safe environment, or increasing the innovation by facilitating collaboration and the communication among employees. According to Atkin and Brooks 2009, the role of FM is to provide a range of services that support the core business of the client organization and enable it to achieve its objectives. Similarly, Jensen et al. 2002 argues that FM is about adding value to the core business through proactive and innovative service delivery. Making strategic decisions for the planning and maintenance of the physical asset and spaces. For example, a strategic facility management plan could include assessing the current and future needs of the organization, evaluating the risks and opportunities of the different options, or implementing solutions that optimize the cost, quality, and sustainability of the facilities. Chotipanik 2004 defines strategic facility planning as a process that translates the goals and objectives of an organization into a physical expression of space. Moreover, then 1999 suggests that strategic facility management involves the integration of business administration, architecture, behavioral, and engineering sciences. Next is recognizing the role of facility management in the organization's strategic operation. For example, a strategic facility management plan could include aligning the facility objectives with the business goal, measuring and reporting the performance and impact of the facilities services, or engaging the stakeholders and partners to ensure the alignment and support. NUT 2000 proposes that strategic facility management is concerned with the alignment of the facility management with corporate strategy. Likewise, Alexander 1996 asserted that the facility management is a vital strategic discipline because it translates the high-level strategic change required by the senior decision makers into day-to-day reality for people in their work or living space. This, the developing and implementing a strategic plan for the optimal use for the physical assets and spaces. For example, a strategic facility management plan could include analyzing the current situation, identifying gaps and opportunities, setting goals and objectives, and monitoring evaluating outcomes. A strategic facility plan could also include applying existing strategies and approaches such as outsourcing, standardization, or consolidation, or using technology to transform the way tasks are completed by such automation, analytics, or digitalization. Baker and Steele, 1995, described strategic facility planning as a systematic process for ensuring that the organization physical assets support its vision, mission, values, goals, and objectives. Additionally, Riratanaphong and Van der Voort 2012 outlined a framework for strategic facility planning that includes situation analysis, gap analysis, goal setting, strategy formulation, implementation, and evaluation. Next is the challenges when implementing the strategic management in facilities management. These challenges include the ongoing aspect of the pandemic. The impact of the COVID-19 is still being felt. While worst of the pandemic may be behind us, there is always the possibility of new variants, such as 2002 is shaping up to be a continuously unpredictable year. This in itself is likely to be one of the most significant challenges from the perspective of any facilities management, said AV 2002. It should also be noted that there are other impacts of the pandemic that are likely to negatively affect the job of facility management. Challenges such as supply chain issues have the potential to cause major disruption. AV also said that in 2002, it will be up to the facilities management to plan for these potential issues and factor them into any work or project that are being carried out. Next challenge is the compliance. There is no doubt that one issue that continues the cost challenge for the facilities management is compliance. The facility management are responsible for various aspects of the property and need to ensure that they remains in full compliance with all the relevant regulation and standards related to the safety, security, accessibility, sustainability, quality, and performance. For example, the facility manager may have to ensure that the building meets the fire safety regulation, that the security system are functional properly, that the facilities are accessible for people with disabilities, that the energy consumption, carbon emissions are reduced, that the quality of air, water is maintained, that the performance indicators are met or exceeded. To cope with these challenges, a facility management may have to use reliable and updated information sources, to conduct regular audits and inspections, to implement corrective and preventive actions, document and report on the compliance issues, and seek expert advice when needed. That is also for the Avery 2002, IV 2002, 2022. So next is the data management. Data management is another challenge that facility management faces in today's dynamic and competitive environment, says Riggs 2020. Facility management have to collect, store, and analyze and use large amounts of data from various sources and systems to support their decision-making, optimization, and innovation in facility management. However, facility management also face challenges such as data loss, data silos, data quality, and interoperability of data. For example, a facility management may have to deal with data loss due to hardware failure or cyber attack, data silos due to the lack of integration or coordination among the different systems or departments, data quality issues due to the errors or inconsistency in the data entry or processing, or the interoperability issues due to the incompatible formats or standard among the different systems or platforms. To cope with these challenges, a facility manager may have to use secure and reliable data storage solution, implement the data governance policies and procedures, apply data quality assurance methods and tools to adopt data standards and protocols that enable data exchange and collaboration. Last but not least, the strategic alignment is another challenge that facility managers faces in the implementing of strategic management. LEK Consulting 2001 said that facility managers have to align their goals and activities with organizations' vision and values, as well as the needs of expectation and of the stakeholders. Facilities managers have to demonstrate their value proposition and contribution to the organization's competitive advantage. Competitive advantage. For example, a facility manager may have to align their FM strategy with the organization's business strategy, such as promoting the organization's core competencies, enhancing the organization's brand image or reputation, or creating value for the organization's customer or client. To cope with these challenges, a facility manager may have to conduct a strategic analysis of the internal and external environment of the organizations to identify the key drivers and objectives of the organization's strategy, communicate and collaborate with the senior management and another stakeholder for the organization, or measure and report the outcomes and impact of the FM activities. However, these challenges also present opportunities for innovation and improvement. By applying strategic management principles and tools, facility managers can identify their goals, analyze their environment, formulate and implement strategies, and monitor and evaluate their performance. This way, they can create value for their organization and deliver high quality services that meet or exceed customer satisfaction. One of the opportunities that can be derived from the challenges is aligning facility management with business goals and values. By understanding the core mission, vision, and of the organizations, facility manager can plan and implement strategies that support them, such as improvement employee productivity, satisfaction, engagement, reducing costs and risk, enhancing brand image and reputation, and fostering innovation and collaboration, said the late UK and Space IQ. For example, a company that wants to improve its cash flow to support its expansion plans can use strategic facility management to optimize its space utilization, reduce energy consumptions, and negotiate better lease terms. A company that wants to establish itself as a steward for a cause and use strategic facility management to implement green practice such as recycling, composting, and using renewable energy sources. Not only that, leveraging data technology to optimize facility performance is also one of the opportunities. Facility manager can use data analytics, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and other digital tools to monitor, measure, and improve the efficiency, effectiveness, and sustainability of the facilities. They can also use these tools to anticipate future needs and trends, and to create agile and flexible workspaces that adapt to changing demands and preferences, said Deloitte UK and SmartWay 2. For example, a company that wants to enhance its efficiency and effectiveness can use data analytics to monitor and measure key performance indicators such as occupancy, occupancy rates, maintenance costs, and employee satisfaction. A company that wants to create agile and flexible workspaces can use Internet of Things devices such as sensor, smart locks, digital signage to enable a real-time adjustment and communication. Furthermore, developing strategic partnership with internal and external stakeholders. Facility management can build trust and collaboration with various stakeholders such as senior management, employees, customers, suppliers, regulators, and communities. They can also communicate the value and impact of the facility management to these stakeholders and seek their feedback and input to improve service and quality delivery. For example, a company that wants to communicate the value and impact of the facility management can use dashboards and reports to share relevant data insights with senior management. employees, customers, and suppliers. A company that wants to seek feedbacks and inputs to improve service quality and delivery can use surveys, focus group, and interviews to collect data and analyze stakeholder opinions and suggestions. Enhancing skills and competencies of the facility management staff. Facility managers can invest in training and development of their staff to equip them with necessary skills and knowledge to cope with the evolving challenges and opportunities in the field. They can also foster a culture, learning, and innovation among their staff and encourage them to share best practice and ideas. For example, a company that wants to equip its staff with necessary skills and knowledge can use training programs, workshops, webinars, and mentoring schemes to provide learning opportunities and guidance. A company that wants to foster a culture of learning and innovation among its staff can use recognition programs, incentive schemes, and suggestion box to reward and encouraging best practice and ideas.
So I will be explaining on this particular chapter, which is the analysis of case study. So our chosen case study for this particular assignment is Sam Darby organization. So this organization is being established in around 1920 by William Middleton Syme, Henry D. Esther Darby, and Herbert Mitford in Malacca. Later on, in 1930, this company has established their first office in Kuala Lumpur. In 1976, Sim Darby and Co. seized departure of foreign directors from the group and the first Asian management with the appointment of Tun Tau Siu Sin as their chairman. So around 1980, Sim Darby Berhad commenced trading on the Kuala Lumpur Stock Exchange. Around 1985, Sim Darby Berhad moved into the new headquarters, which is at Wisma Sim Darby. Later on, in 2017, transformation of Sim Darby Berhad from a conglomerate company to a three independent entities, which is Sim Darby Plantation Berhad, Sim Darby Property Berhad, and Sim Darby Berhad, which is consisting of industrial, motors, logistics, healthcare, and other businesses. In 2021, Sim Darby Motors has launched the largest automotive complex in Southeast Asia, Sim Darby Motor City, featuring 10 flagship brands represented by Sim Darby Motors in Malaysia. So within this organization, we have chosen to focus in one organization, subsidiary company, which is Sim Darby Motors Sdn Bhd. So this organization is 100% owned by Sim Darby Bhd, where the core business is sales and services, selling luxurious automotive vehicles. Meanwhile, for non-core business, which is selling spare parts and shop for body and paint. So let's move on to the corporate statement of this organization. So the vision of this organization is to be the leading motors and industrial player in Asia Pacific. This company vision demonstrates that their commitment to being the best in and the first in the market. Leading the firm means not just being the greatest, but also determining the path of the entire industry to a higher level. So as you can see, there is 4 missions in this organization, and the key objective of this organization is to conduct sustainable operation and provide financial returns. A sustainable business in this context meaning the ability to stay at a specific level at an extended length of time, which can be seen by the fact that this company has been in the industry for more than 100 years. Strong financial returns, particularly from excellent operational management and maintaining high standards of performance, have significant impact on the sustainability of the business. Now let's move on to the department which is responsible in maintaining the facilities throughout the company of Sim Darby Motors Berhad. So Integrated Facility and Project Management, or also known as IFPM, has been established early last year. Prior year, 2021, in the audit report stated that the financial expenditure exceeds Rm 10 million ringgit on maintenance and project renovation. Based on the audit reports, Sim Darby Motors is required to commence or establish one FM team. So in January 2022, Sim Darby Motors has been advised one of survey company to initiate Sim Darby Motors' own facility management in March 2022 by the direction of Managing Director Research and Development. Same Darby Motors' new facilities and project management has been established, and in May 2022, the name of facilities and project management has changed into Integrated Facility and Project Management. So, Same Darby Motors has 6 major companies that represent 7 luxury automotive brands such as BMW, Ford, Porsche, Hyundai, Volvo, Jaguar, and Land Rover. All of these brands also have few branches spread around Malaysia. IFPM has divided into 4 different regions at 35 different locations. Now let's move on to the part which is corporate statement for IFPM department. So IFPM vision is to be aspired to be the whole Same Darby Group's leading facilities and project management, providing effortless and excellent support to the client. This statement clearly demonstrates the IFPM commitment to accomplishing objectives by supporting exceeding customer expectation. This aim will elevate IFPM from a minor department to one of Same Darby Motors' in-house FM subsidiary firms in the future. Meanwhile, for the mission, IFPM envision each members of the team as a strong key player in their expertise and able to consult with the clients with various aspects of facilities project management. The input of IFPM core member will result a solid, strong basis for the team and will improve the skill development among team members. So as you can see, there are 4 objectives in this department, which is to consolidate all facilities under one management, minimize costs on major breakdowns and defects, rectify issues effectively with precise costs, and last but not least, reduce expenses on facility repair and maintenance. So in this slide is the IFPM organization chart, which is led by Head of Department Business Development Projects and Facilities. Under the Head of Business Development is the Facilities Project Management Malaysia. Further down, Facility Project and Engineer, Facilities Administrator and Contract Administrators. So these are the examples of successfulness of implementation strategic management principles in this organization. So the first one is establishment of vision and mission. So Same Darby Motors organization is a company that has clear objective of becoming the top motors and industry player in Asia Pacific, which as stated before. The statement itself demonstrates that they are entirely committed to being the finest and pioneers in the market. Leading a company entails not just being the greatest but also determine the path of the entire industry to a higher level. So as mentioned before, Same Darby Motors has 4 key missions, which is for the main objective is being to provide sustainable business and excellent financial return. Sustainable business again refer to the context of the ability to remain in the industry for an extended period of time, which has been demonstrated by this company where they have existed in the sector for over 100 years. So the next one is goal setting. So by establishing clear, measurable and achievable goal is essential for guiding the organization's strategic direction. These objectives shall be aligned the organization vision and mission and should be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. So Same Darby Motors always looks at their organizational, operational, strategic plan from time to time to ensure that the company is on the right track in achieving their end goal. Same Darby Motors never fail to revise and improve their tactical plan to ensure that their objectives are achieved every year. So the third one is strategic planning. It is critical to create a thorough strategic plan that includes the procedure, initiative, and timescales for implementing the strategy. This plan serves as the organization roadmap and provides a defined approach for implementation. Same Darby Motors has a long-term strategic plan in place to meet their organization goals.
Challenges and opportunities for Same Darby Motors Sdn Bhd. Same Darby Motors implement a strategy management involves the formulation and implementation of long-term plans and initiatives to achieve their goals and objectives. First, electric vehicle (EV). Electric vehicles are vehicles that are powered by electric motors and use electricity stored in batteries as their primary source of energy. Sam Darby have set up a new business unit, Kineta, which supplies and installs EV chargers and EV charging solutions in Malaysia and Hong Kong during the preparation for electric vehicle revolution and to capitalize on the opportunities arise. The rapid rise in popularity of EVs, replacing traditional internal combustion engine cars in the last few years have leveraging and surging demand for charging equipment and infrastructure. This will impact the global demand for thermal coal to decrease. Lastly, Sam Darby's electric vehicles supply chain issues have continued to cause a lagging despite high demand from users. Main reasons for the hold-up are due to shortage of foam for chip and component of each of EVs such as Porsche, BMW, Mini and Volvo. Second, Environmental, Social and Governance (ESG). Environmental, Social and Governance Program Management Framework has been carried out to build engagement, foster individual ownership and to provide a platform to report upon their objective, to ensure understanding and alignment among employees and to drive accountability for delivery upon their material matters. Sustainability blueprint has been instrumental in guiding their businesses through the transition. The blueprint enables Sam Darby's motors to instill, shift or enhance a culture based on more sustainable practices. Sustainable focus of cultures have rapidly expanded due to the influence of the blueprint and constant training by Sam Darby's motto. Next, we go to challenges and opportunities for facilities management. Sam Darby Motors, a part of Sam Darby Berhad, is active in automobile sector and provides after-sales services, retail distribution and retail sales of vehicles. Sam Darby Motors may face the following difficulties and chances in the realm of facilities management. First challenges are facilities upkeep. Sam Darby Motors probably has several showrooms, service locations, warehouses, and other facilities. Maintaining these facilities' routine maintenance, repairs, and upkeep can be difficult, especially when trying to maintain a uniform standard across many sites. Second, compliance with industry standards. The administration of facilities in the automobile sector requires adherence to several industry standards, laws, and safety rules. It might be difficult to meet these criteria uniformly across several facilities and to stay on top of changing legislation. And third, safety and environmental considerations. To protect staff and consumers, facilities management must make sure that all safety procedures are followed in showrooms, service centers, and workshops. It is also critical to address environmental issues such as adequate waste management and putting in place energy-efficient practices. And lastly, for challenges, adaptations to changing technology. With technology breakthroughs like autonomous driving, linked automobiles, and electric vehicles, the automotive business is expanding quickly. To adjust to these changes, facilities management may need to build electric car charging stations or upgrade the infrastructure to accommodate new technology. Next, we go to opportunities. First, customer experience enhancement. Facilities management can significantly improve the client experience by making sure that showrooms and service centers are kept up, tidy, and welcoming. Client loyalty may be increased by making investment in facilities, amenities, and waiting rooms that are focused on the needs of the client. Second, technology integration. Facilities management may use technological solutions to improve customer service, increase efficiency, and simplify operations. This might involve putting in place digital facilities management technologies, including customer relationship management, CRM, system, IoT sensors for asset monitoring, and computerized maintenance management system, CMMS. Number 3, energy efficiency and sustainability. Sam Darby Motors may gain from emphasizing energy efficiency and sustainable practices by lowering operating costs, enhancing environmental credentials, and satisfying consumer expectations for environmentally responsible firms. Facilities management can investigate energy-saving programs and the use of renewable energy and waste management techniques. Fourth, optimizing space utilization. To identify opportunities to enhance space management, facilities management might evaluate how showrooms, service centers, and warehouses utilize their available space. To make the most of the existing space, this may entail changing layouts, establishing flexible workstations, or enhancing storage options. And lastly, continuous improvement and benchmarking. By benchmarking to best practice and key performance indicators KPIs for the industry, facilities management may promote continuous development. Processes for facilities management, performance indicators, and customer feedback may all be regularly evaluated to find areas for development and promote operational excellence. Some Derby motors, facilities management can help deliver exceptional customer experiences, ensure compliance with industry standards, optimize operations, and adopt sustainability practices within their automotive facilities by addressing these issues and seizing opportunities. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, I will proceed with SDM strategic planning. Okay, in 2018, SDM introduced 6 capital pillars as their strategic value creation plan for SDM to aim, navigate, and highlight the objective plan of the strategic goals. These capital are divided into 6 pillars, which are financial, manufactured, intellectual, social, human, and natural. So basically, this 6 is a strategic planning. For your information, this strategic planning is based on STO, strategic, technical, and operational planning. So under each of strategic planning, there will be tactical and operational. So for financial, in tactical level, they will have a strong cash flow and robust balance sheet, which are supported by operational, so in terms of budget and cash flow. So all this related to the financial. So and then we proceed to the manufactured in tactical level. Is about the high quality facility and infrastructure. So under infrastructure, so it's related to project and facility management by FM team. Okay, and then the third one is intellectual. So intellectual under tactical is a service back strong management expertise, driving sustainable innovation and technology. So in terms of technology, what facility can provide is a facility information and technology, which I will going to brief in detail under the strategic planning for facility. Okay, and then the fourth one is the social. Social is more about principal, supplier, customer, investor, community, and government. So this is under tactical level by engaging in sustainable partnership. So in the operational level, it's about communication between stakeholder, top management, and facility management. And the fifth one is under human resource. So this is about active development and recruitment, and then inspiring employees to deliver meaningful change. So this is under tactical level. And then for in the operational level is about occupancy and human factor. Okay, the last one is natural. Of course, natural under the tactical is about the use of water, energy, and other natural resources efficiently. So and then use the optimizing of environmental and social footprint. So under this natural, for facility is about GBI, is about RMS, is about energy management and renewable energy. So this is under SDM facility. So we are going to proceed with the next slide. Okay, now IPFM strategic planning. So same to SDM strategic planning, they also have come out with six strategic planning in order to support the core business of the Samdabi Motors planning. Okay, they come out with 3 level also: strategic, technical, and operational. So in the strategic level, so they are finance and business, project and facility management, facility information and technology management. They have communication, they have occupancy and human factor, and the last one is sustainability. All this actually is the operational level in organization Samdabi Motors, but when it comes to facility management, they become the main strategic level. Okay, and then on the technical side, in the first pillar, they have a budget and cash flow and feasible study. This is very important. And then on the operational level, of course, they need a capex and opex, and also the annual report annually, because they need to present it to the top management, to the organization. Okay, for capex, what is capex? Capex is a capital expenditure, and opex is operational expenditure. These two is very important. The figure is main budgeting, the main aspect for the financial. Okay, and then we proceed to the second pillar. So on the tactical level, they have leadership and strategy, and then how the leadership and strategy could assist in the operational level. Under infrastructure, they have facility management, they have office renovation, they have a lot like renovation, refurbishment, ad hoc, they have a corrective maintenance, they have preventive maintenance, and also predictive maintenance. So this is under the project and facility management. Okay, the third pillar is in the tactical level, they have a one-stop center. So one-stop center to gather all the info, to gather all the complaint from the client and also from the stakeholder. Okay, and then in terms of technology, under the operational level, they form a digitalization of the process flow, digitalization of the documentation, digitalization of the system. For example, of the system is like they have BMS system, CMMS system, and also many more the system that related like RMS system. These systems are very important in order to get all the process become smooth and easier to manage the facility. Okay, the fourth pillar is under communication. So communication is the interaction between stakeholders and the top management. So under tactical level, they are more focusing on the contract management, because FM now liaise with a service provider in term of soft services. So contract management is very important. So to support that, on the operation level, they form a procurement department. So procurement department is to assist facility management to form a contract, how they deal with the legal. So and then the policy of procurement process, what is level of the approval for the certain amount of the project, either is micro purchases, is quotation purchases, or is under tender process. So this is in term of communication. Okay, we go to the next pillar, is about occupancy and the human factor. So of course, in the under the tactical level, it's more about promotion, increment, bonus, because this is the present for all the employees, especially in the term of appraisal and their KPI. So this show is their performance annually. The human resource or the management will evaluate all the staff, especially from the FM. Okay, we proceed to human factor under the technical level, sorry, under the operational level. So in operational level, of course, what they are highlighted is about the training, continuous study, and then it's about the skill enhancement. Of course, when the growth of the FM, all the employees or all the core members need to continue enhance their skill and improve their expertise. Okay, and then the last one is the sustainability. This is what the main objective from the SAMW motors to achieve sustainability in year 2030. So what technical level can do is about environmental management. So under the technical, they have a GBI, Green Building Index. They have IAQ, Air Indoor Quality Index. So they have system like BMS, Building Management System. They have also RMS system, remote monitoring system. So all these used to improve in the energy efficiency, to control all the, for example, like monitor and control the aircon system, and then they can monitor on the energy efficiency and many more. Okay, so we proceed to the next slide. Okay, now we go for the FM best practice. Okay, previously FM practices in SAMW Motors only depending on the outsourcing for all services, whether it's about the hard services and soft services, everything is outsourcing. So everything is managed by the service provider. And then after that, nowadays, after the pandemic COVID, after the challenge of market, FM Prestige now is convert to in-house and outsourcing. This conversion is called this conversion is formed the new department. They call it integrated facility management. This integrated facility management practices the hybrid services, hybrid practice. So this hybrid practice is the combination of the in-house service, in-house FM, and also the outsourcing service provider. So by having the transition of FM practices, all the facility management become well organized, and then we can see there is an improvement in the operation control, cost saving, and also the process flow. Okay, a little bit about the in-house. In-house FM is focusing on the hard services. So for example, the scope of hard services is mechanical and electrical works, civil and structure works, and ID works. ID is for interior design works. While for the outsourcing, we're more focusing on the soft services. Soft services is for being managed by service provider, especially for example like they have a landscaping, security, cleaning, pest control, firefighting. All this is managed by service provider. Why? Because they have their own expertise, and then this can reduce the time for in-house FM to manage all these things. Plus, all these soft services required specialists that certified by authority, by government, by certain bodies. So that's why it would prefer on the outsourcing, or prefer the service provider to manage on the soft services. Okay, now we proceed to the next slide. Okay, continue from the previous slide. We can see that the hybrid practices, or we know as integrated facility management, can give improvement in terms of operational control, cost saving, and process flow. Under the operational control, directly they can manage and monitor the process. This is the benefit compared to depending on 100% on the service provider. So besides that, FM team can control check, can do the control check, can be performed regularly, and keep all the management on schedule. This is become more easier. And then for service provider to manage all services on behalf of FM, this is under soft services scope, and then the quality standard are maintained. So from here, FM can monitor on the quality of the service provided. So under the operational control, this is the combination of hard services and soft services. Okay, then we take a look on the cost saving. What about cost saving? How they could influence from the soft services and hard services. On the hard services, on the soft services, actually facility management can save more than 30% of cost by forming a contract with all service provider compared to the non-contract services. So this is why they can lock the price for a certain period due to the unstable of the market, especially on the material price. So after the pandemic COVID, the price become not stable, up and down every time, every period. So that's why by forming the contract, it could save more on the benefit of the costing. And then long term in-house FM also give the cost reduction to organization. So in terms of cost saving, actually integrated facility management can save in the both side, whether in the soft services or hard services. So this is under cost saving. Now what about the process flow? Okay, process flow, by having this type of uh, hybrid practices, so the organization is more structured and well organized, especially on the hard services. So hard services, they can have proper corrective maintenance, planned preventive maintenance, and also predictive maintenance. This is in order to avoid, to prevent the major breakdown of the equipment or the system, and then this can prolong the lifespan of the equipment. Okay, then from this also, FM can establish a good communication between FM team and the stakeholder. So this is a reduce a lot of documentation also, and also in terms of process flow, they can always keep on track and avoid in delay of work. That's why the hybrid practices is the best practice to be practiced in integrated facility management. So we go to the next slide. Okay, now we will take a look on the proposal for practical implementation strategies. We have three implementation strategies. First one is the space optimization, second one is the asset and information tracking, and the third one is cost analysis. These three proposals can be done by facility management, and then it's a part of their improvement, because this strategy is possible to be implemented by FM, and the cost is cost wise, and also benefit to all, including the organization. Okay, we look at the space optimization. So what they can do is to perform a space audit. So space audit can be done by third party, they can hire, because the third audit, they can know on the unused space, and then they can utilize in the unused space. So and then also they can, from this audit, they can provide the work experience to all the employees, and of course employees will happy to have a good arrangement of space, especially in SMW motors. Okay, second one is the asset information tracking. So what FM can do is digitalize the process. So in digitalization the process, one, what they can get the assistant from CMMS system, which is a computer maintenance management system. So in CMMS system, what they can do is to track on the work order, especially when FM receive a complaint from the stakeholder, from the customer, from the top management regarding to facility matters, so they can track, and then they can have the time, and then they can planning when to close the case. So this is on the information tracking, and then they also, this system also can do the asset tracking and the asset tagging. So from here they can save the time for FM to look on the asset, and then especially when they do the stock check, so they can immediately can trace on the quantity, on the location of the asset. Okay, so and then plus for example, they also can implement on the RMS, remote monitoring system. Usually RMS will be implemented in the aircon system. So what they can do from the aircon system, we can set a scheduling, we can set all the temperature for each unit. We can get the info, for example, like the error code. So error code shows the which are the issue, what is the issue for every unit. So from there we can take out the information, and then we can try to manage and settle the problem, solve the problem. Okay, we go to the next on the cost analysis. Of course, in term of cost analysis, we should have a proper tools to monitor on the costing, and then the platform that FM can use is to utilize on the capex and opex, and also to prepare on the annual report. This one is for top management. So top management will take a look on the annual report and see what is the budget needed on the next year. And also this one is show on the FM performance, on how they manage all the budget, and then all the maintenance cost. So this is on the cost analysis. On the next slide, I will pass to my colleague to explain in detail.
Here, we will discuss and explore on the potential benefit of implementing strategic management. Through strategic implementation, facility management will possibly receive some benefit from organization. This benefit will lead to the growth of facilities management in SAMW Motors Sdn Bhd. There are three benefits that need to be highlighted from the analysis study. Number one, it is reputation of integrated facilities project management. With a great performance by facilities management, it will increase their reputation in the eyes of organization. The organization will give more attention on facility management organization and provide support in department budget and assist in providing talent and manpower. Reward and achievement annually will become greater, which could motivate all employees. Plus, integrated facilities and project management could achieve their vision, which aspire to be whole SAMW Group's leading facilities and project management, providing effortless and excellent support to the client. In the vision statement clearly shows, integrated facilities and project management is committed to achieving targets by supporting and meeting client expectation. This vision will lead integrated facilities project management to grow from a small department to one of the in-house facility management subsidiary companies under SAMW Motors in future. Number two, the potential benefit of implementing strategic management is financial management. Through strategic planning, all the process becomes smoothly and easy to handle by facility management team. Proper process flow will lead to proper documentation and cost management. Service contract management is a part of the procurement process. The benefit of having a contract is facility management could lock a mutual agreement with a service provider for a certain period with a better negotiation rates. With the contract agreement, facility management will have a better contract management with service provider and could perform a proper evaluation on the vendor performance for business continuity. In addition, procurement process become easier in terms of equipment purchasing, tender process, service provider, contract management. Overall achievement prove the present of integrated facilities and project management will lead and assist the organization to have more cost-saving and well-organized in budgeting. The last one, the potential benefit is growth of integrated facilities and project management team. Part of vision and mission of integrated facilities and project management is to grow as a team and individual talent. It will be more specialized and expert in their area of work. This is very important for the facility management team to strengthen their foundation and scope of work. Strong talent background will lead facility management team to their glories in terms of facilities management and reputation towards the organization. Moving forwards, facilities management growth will become bigger due to the coverage of integrated facilities and project management is nationwide, while having contract service with the service provider at all regions. Still, integrated facilities and management need to have a dedicated person to lead for each region. Thus, this will give better management and organization at nationwide. Facilities management is very important to ensure a positive impact on the organization's success. Facilities management directly affects the success of Sandabis Mutus neighborhood as a whole. A modern critical facility management program's goal is to effectively deliver a cozy, useful, and secure constructed environment. Samdabi Mutus Facilities Management Program can produce better results for the company by using a strategic management plan. The role of strategic management in facilities management is a vital and complicated role that involves delivering value-added services, making strategic decisions, recognizing the role of facilities management in strategic operation, and developing and implementing a strategic plan for the optimal use of physical asset and space. By understanding and applying these rules, facilities managers can contribute to the achievement of organization goals and maintain competitiveness in the dynamic and complex environment. The facilities management faces many challenges that hinders its ability to implement strategic management effectively. It may occur due to internal or external factors that will affect the strategic planning. It shows that the ongoing aspect of pandemic, compliance policy, data management, and strategic alignment may need to be considered that might be an obstacle for the facilities management to achieve the organization's objective. Strategic management principles are key concepts and rules that organizations use to develop and implement long-term strategy. There are several successful strategic management principles have been implemented in this organization. It consists of establishment of vision and mission, establishment of clear, measurable, and achievable goals, and create a proper strategic plan that includes the procedure, initiative, and timescale for implementing the strategies. The current best practice for Samdabis Mutus neighborhood is to be utilized in integrated facilities management, which is the transition of facilities management from solely outsourcing of service provider into the combination of in-house facilities management and outsourcing of service provider. Practical implementation strategies that could be implemented through practice of integrated facilities management is to support client organization by integrating people, place, process, and technology. They implement the practical strategies by optimize the space, track the asset and information data, and analyze the cost occurred. Facility management will receive the benefit from implementing the strategy management plan. This benefit will lead to the growth of facility management in Sandabi Mutus neighborhood. The strategic management plan will increase their reputation in the eyes of organization, lead and assist the organization to have more cost-saving and well-organized in budgeting, and drive the facility management team to their glories in terms of facilities management and reputation towards the organization.